Once upon a time, high above the clouds, in a magical place called Cloud City, lived a gentle nymph named Zephyr. She was known for her radiant smile and the kindness she shared with everyone. In Cloud City, the clouds were soft as a cotton, and every breeze carried whispers of joy. But Zephyr often felt a deep longing in her heart, a longing to understand the true meaning of love. One day, as she gazed down from her cloud at the world below, Zephyr noticed something unusual. A strong athlete named Marco from Italy was racing through a forest, leaping over streams and climbing steep hills. Marco was training for an important competition, but no matter how hard he tried, something was missing. He wasn't racing with joy, he was simply chasing victory. Curious, Zephyr decided to leave her cloud and visit Marco. She glided down like a soft breeze, landing gently by the forest path whereas Marco was catching his breath.
Hello,
She said with a smile.
I've been watching your race. You're very fast, but why do you seem so serious?
Marco looked at her, surprised by the nymph presence.
I'm training to be the best athlete in Italy,
He said.
but no matter how hard I try, I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. It's frustrating.
Zephyr thought for a moment, her golden hair flowing in the breeze.
Maybe you're missing something important.
She suggested.
Have you ever raced for love instead of the just victory?
Love?
Marco asked, confused.
How can love help me win?
Just then, a small voice interrupted their conversation. A little frog sitting on a nearby lily pad in a pond spoke up.
I know a thing or two about love.
The frog croaked, hopping closer.
I may be small, but love transformed once before.
Marco raised an eyebrow, amused by the talking frog.
What do you mean?
The frog explained.
Once I was a prince. I was proud and only cared about winning battles. But one day I was cursed and turned into a frog. It wasn't until I learned about kindness and love that I broke the curse. Love isn't just about romance, it's about caring for others, sharing joy, and believing in something bigger than yourself.
Zephyr nodded in agreement.
Love is what gives life's meaning. It's in the way you cheer for someone else's victory, the way you help others without expecting anything in return. Maybe, Marco, if you run with love in your heart, you'll find a joy in the journey, not just the finish line.
Marco thought about their words. The next day, when he began his race again, something had changed. Instead of running for fame, He ran for the beauty of the forest around him, the laughter of his friends cheering him on, and the kindness of the people who had always believed in him. Marco ran. Zephyr and the frog watched from a distance, smiling. They could see that something magical was happening. Marco's speed increased and his heart felt light. He wasn't just racing, he was flying, carried by the power of love. When Marco crossed the finish line, he didn't care if he had won or lost. He was filled with a warmth that made everything around him glow. He finally understood what the fear and the frog had meant. Love wasn't about winning or losing. It was about connection, joy, and sharing life with others. From the day on, Marco became the fastest and happiest athlete in all of Italy, and every time he raced, he remembered the lesson of love taught by a nymph from the cloud city and a wise little frog. And so the nymph returned to her cloud, knowing that love could change hearts, and the frog continued to hop happily, spreading his wisdoms wherever he went.